Hello, and welcome to a detailed look at NerdPoint Access Manager, an identity and password self-service solution for organizations of any size. And in this video, we will be covering some of the more detailed and key parts of the product. Specifically, we'll be focusing on the administrative side. And if you are interested in the user side, please take a look at our user video, which should also be available from the site as well. So the browser interface that you can see here is the main user portal. What I've done for the purpose of the demo is turn all the options on. So you can see the number of user-facing options in front of you. This page can be completely skinned. Everything can be changed from the colors to the logos to the text as well. So everything can be customized to suit your business environment. So let's take a look at some of these options in a little more detail. The first of these options is for the user to obviously reset his password, and the user can quite easily do this from the top option here at top. He can also unlock his account, or he can also manage his account. The product requires that every user has a profile within the system, and it's this profile that's configured with the authentication secrets and so on for the system to actually verify who you are. The final option we have here is the provisioning option, the create an account. So this helps with the onboarding process of your business. Any new users that are requesting an account can come here, fill in an online form, and that will be sent over to a delegated administrator who can then actually verify the account and actually automatically have the account created. So let's now go ahead and take a look at the administrative interface. So the first thing you see in the administrative portal is the dashboard. And the dashboard represents our high-level view of what's going on in your system. So initially you're going to get information regarding password information, login information, and it's a high level view, and we kind of extend that a little further by introducing stuff such as the account activity, people that have registered in the system, account lockouts, and so on and so forth. And one of the kind of key thing that you'll see throughout some of these pages is our directory filter. Because we support multiple systems, multiple Active Directories, Ubuntu systems, Linux systems, Google Apps, you can actually show information per connector as well. So, or you can get a summary of all your systems in one go. So let's take a look at the identities page. So this is now kind of a second lower view of your system, and what we show you initially is an overview of the accounts in your system. So you can see one or many accounts and the status of those. Again, the theme of multiple directories and getting information across single or multiple directories is available. You also have the ability to filter for key information and actually drill into that dashboard in a bit more detail. Have a look at what accounts are locked and which accounts have expired. So you can pull out all of that information, take it out as a CSV, and do what you need to in your own systems, in your own environment. So even in Excel. Um, the kind of next layer down now we're going is to the is a more detailed view of your user base. So you can select one or multiple accounts, and what you'll see in a second is the detailed view beneath. And in this panel, what you can see is various information about that account in more detail, the FQN and password change information. But you also get a number of powers that you wouldn't typically see in other products. One of the key ones I think here is the ability to disable accounts. So I flick this switch and the account is instantly disabled, and it's disabled in Active Directory. And if you do have multiple accounts attached to this one, those accounts will get locked as well. And what I can also do is force a password change. I can make the password change for the user temporary or permanent, and so the next time logged into AD or NerdPoint, he'll be forced to change his password. What we can also do here is account linking, and that's the ability to link a single user or a single identity to multiple different accounts. You can see here that the user I've selected is actually linked to 3 other accounts. So from a single account, I can actually log in, and you'll probably see this in more detail on the user video, but I can log in as a single account and actually manage 4 other accounts, and not just Active Directory, but as you can see, I'm connected to a Ubuntu as well as an AD as well as an Office 365 account as well. F1 Access Manager supports a number of directories. Let's take a look at these. You can see from this drop-down list that we support Active Directory, as you would expect, but not only one, but multiple ADs. We also support a couple of cloud systems and Google Apps and Azure AD. We also do some more legacy systems such as Solaris. We also have more Unix type systems, Linux as well, and also we can connect to any SSH based system using our SSH scripted connector. And when Active Directory, we also respect the various password rules, complexity or the standard password rules as well. And we also add, we can also override this by adding a layer on top of your AD. Enabling this switch here will allow me to provide a more stringent password policy than that of Active Directory. Now this doesn't actually override or interfere with your Active Directory. It simply adds a layer on top, so anybody coming through NervePoint will be presented with this password policy rather than Active Directories. Talking specifically about AD while we're here, since that's probably the main directory that you would be using, we can have a load of configuration, and as you can expect, we support the typical OU filters. We also support group filters as well, so you can really narrow down the user base that you want to be able to manage with Access Manager. And in addition to this, one of the additional connectors that we provide is an admin as well as a help desk connector. And anyone added to those OUs will get access to different parts of the administrative portal. As you can imagine, the admin users will get access to the admin portal. Any OU assigned to the help desk portal, the help desk connector will get a subset of access rights to the administrative side, specifically around the identity section and being able to manage users, being able to reset people's passwords and so on. One of the more flexible parts of the application is the authentication. We can actually control various parts of the system. As you can see here from the authentications page, we can allow you to control different functions from password reset to account unlock. And as you notice, each function has a completely or different authentication flow. And we take it another step further. Again, we can also control the authentications depending on how users are accessing the system. Here you can see the desktop, and here you can see the mobile, and you can see that each function can be configured uniquely based on the front end they're coming in from, as well as the function they're wishing to use. So you can make things more secure for people coming from outside the network using a mobile app, and you can make things slightly less secure using for those that are coming in via the browser as well. And let's just see how easy it is to adjust an authentication flow. So if you look here, I've selected the account unlock flow. And all I simply need to do is take hold of an authentication module from the right hand panel and simply just drag it into the flow. As soon as I hit the save button, the authentication flow will be configured. And as you can see here, there's a multi-stage process as well. So you get username, PIN, as well as passphrase. And in terms of what authentication factors we support, I mean, we support a number, and we still have more to come. We obviously have password and PIN. We also have capture, various forms of capture. We also support mobile-based one-time password. So the one-time password is a time-based token, and that can either be sent to your an alternative email address, such as your Hotmail account, or even a mobile phone. So we support all of those right out of the box. NervePoint Access Manager also allows you to provision users into the system. For example, if you have any new users that join the company, they can use Access Manager to actually request a new account and have it provisioned within your AD or your backend system. If we look here at the Approvals tab, we can see that we have a number of users that are waiting for an account to be created. We can see all the details that they filled in on the online form that the admin will have configured, from not only the OUs that are going to be created in, but also the other details such as the name, etc. You know, we can override these. If I press the approve button, this account is going to be created in AD. If I reject, then the account will be rejected, and the guy will also be informed as to why his account has been rejected. Provisioning uses the concept of departments, and these are internal to Access Manager. So you would create a department. You can also assign a delegated administrator to this specific department. So any users that are requesting an account for the department, this user will be informed. And what we do here is we can see all the attributes within AD. We can pre-configure those using JavaScript expressions. We can also decide whether they will be visible on the online form, whether the user is allowed to edit those afterwards as well, and whether the approver, the delegate admin, can actually edit those as well. Take a look from the user side here. A new user enrolling in the company would select the create an account button. They will be provided with a number of departments depending on how you've configured it, and as you can see, for each department the online form would be configured would be presented differently. So you can configure each department to have its own online form and the own specific attributes that you're looking for. Once he's completed the process, he simply needs to hit next, provide a contact email address. So he's kept in the loop all the way through the whole process, and the delegated administrator will get an email informing him of an account that's waiting. You can see here that if I log into an account here that has the delegated administrative rights for approving accounts for a particular department, I get an additional tab here at the top called Approvals. Selecting that, and I can see all the users that are currently waiting to be created in AD, and I can accept, reject, review the details without involving the administrator at all. NIF1 Access Manager sends out a number of notifications to your end users. They can be email or configured specifically for SMS. One of the key ones that I'm going to highlight here for you today is the password expiry reminder. So we can actually send reminders to users that their password will expire soon, and actually continually remind them using a kind of a warn list, and repeatedly send a message. And we can send that via email or SMS, however you wish to have that sent. All the messages can be configured in plain text or HTML. And one of the other kind of key ones here that I'm picking out here is the incomplete profile reminder. And what the system will do for you is actually tell your users that they need to register in the system. Will actually pick out exactly what they need to fill in. The system can send this out for you, and one of the neat things that it can do is you can going forward, you can make it automatically send emails, reminder emails to your users for any new users that join your AD. The system will pick this up and just automatically fire them this email, and it will continue to email these users until they've registered in the system, and that kind of helps the whole enrollment process in the long run as well. And it also means you can automate the process, so you don't have to keep sending emails to users every time you get some new enrollees or new staff or employees. The system will automatically take care of it for you. And in terms of administrative notifications, we also have the event log. So every event happening in the system is recorded. You can also tie this to your own syslog server, so it's recorded in there as well. And any task can also be used to trigger an email alert to either your ticketing system or even to an admin. One of the neat things of Access Manager is we allow you to skin the product completely, from basic things as logos, title changes, text changes, to actually importing new themes into the application. Um, this means that you can skin the whole look and feel of the product, and the way we do this to make it nice and generic and easy for you is we allow you to use jQuery Theme Roller, which is a visual editing thing, so you can change the colors and sizes to your heart's content, and simply archive that and upload that, and you'll get a completely reskinned version of the application. NetPoint Access Manager also supports dynamic languages. Your end users can select from a predefined list of languages, and the system will automatically change to that language, which means that users that are located anywhere outside of your main headquarters can choose a language that is more at home, something that they're more accustomed to. We also allow each individual message string to be overridden, so you can make sure you get the right tone and the right context for each language if you're not satisfied with the predefined selection. And that concludes our demonstration of NetPoint Access Manager. We focused on the administrative portal, covering some of the key concepts of the product, and I hope that's given you a good and a more detailed overview of the product. If you are interested in the user-focused side of the application, then I do recommend that you take a look at the user-focused user portal demonstration available from our website. And don't forget that the product is also free to download for you to actually try out in your own environment and get an actual hands-on view of the product itself. If you do have any technical issues or any problems or require a one-on-one demonstration, then feel free to email support@nervepoint.com